Let me tell you a story. A story about a girl that was never alone, even in the womb. This girl. And if I tell you a story about her, you should probably also know about this other girl over here. Nope, you are not seeing double. The reason I can tell you this girl's story without you knowing about this other girl is because they've grown up together. They kept each other company, they played made-up games hours on end, they fed from each other's imagination, they shared their wildest dreams, they got into stupid intense fights over the silliest things, they sang from the top of their lungs, they danced like no one was watching, they built each other up, but also knocked each other down, because there's nothing like friendly sibling rivalry. I can tell you the story of this girl without telling you about this other one, because in the end, having grown with her affected both of them in more ways they can count or imagine. I can tell you the story of this one. Only her could do that. But let me tell you about her. She was and still is the outgoing one, or so she seems to the untrained eye. Since she could walk, you would see her dancing every time there was music on, regardless of how many people were around her. She couldn't care less. She was so free, so courageous, so herself. I always looked up to her since we were kids. It always came naturally to her. She would blend in with the other kids and get along with others so effortlessly. She was also the more popular one with boys. I always envied how she had her first kiss before me, her first boyfriend before me, found her passions before me, moved out before me. I always felt like I was always one step behind. But that thought also brought me some comfort, because I always felt I could go to her for advice about almost anything, and she would know better than me most of the time. But somewhere along the way she started to doubt herself, and since those days I felt like I've lost my guiding light. I felt lost. I had to learn how to find answers myself, for my own sake and hers. I was forced to grow up and felt like I was carrying the weight of us both. For once I felt like I was the one who needed to help her rebuild herself. But the issue was that I also had a few missing pieces in me too. So our self-doubting selves became entangled and we started weighing each other down. A few years went by. And when she moved out and I came to the UK at age 25, that change gave us some needed space to grow by ourselves, without having the constant crutch of the other's presence to help when times get tough. It's been a long road. I certainly made mistakes, and she probably did a few herself along the way, but we came a long way since then. And I like to think we both learned and grew from the experience of attempting to maintain a bond, even from afar. It made us more resilient, self-sufficient, and self-aware of the importance of having each other and how irreplaceable our bond is. Thank you for everything you have given me, even without knowing. You are a warrior, and I'm so proud of you. On this day, our day, I miss you like crazy, and I can't wait for us to meet again soon. P.S. What a glow up, if I may say so myself.